Yep. I think it's a... Does it have a little antler on there? Yeah, it's a little buck. Little mule deer, little town mule deer buck. It's pretty cool. It's like early, and we've got a long drive and a long walk in, but we got a lot of turkeys roosted. That whole group of turkeys that we were with yesterday afternoon ended up just hanging in that area all evening. We ended up hearing them fly up. We know right where we want to be, at least. It's a lot warmer than yesterday morning. It's 54 degrees right now, and yesterday morning it was definitely lower than 34 degrees. So yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. We were joking this morning. There's gonna be a lot of gobbling that's gonna be heard this morning. So we're hoping for a million gobble morning. Sam and I were joking, being a little delirious. I don't even know how it started, but we were talking. I said, I think we might hear 100 gobbles this morning, right off the bat. And he's like, we might hear 200. And I said, we might hear 1,000,000. At this point, we're hoping for 1,000,000 gobbles. But in all seriousness, I think there's going to be a lot of turkeys gobbling back here. We figure there's like 6 toms gobbling, or at least toms and jakes. So should be pretty fun. I think we got the area that they want to be picked out, and I think we can get between them and that area they want to be. There's one specific saddle that they worked over a couple times, so we're going to hopefully be sitting right there, right at first light. Well, the toms flew down, and they definitely flew down to pens because they immediately shut up. Since they've flown down, they've maybe gobbled 3 times, and every time we call, they don't gobble, so we feel like we need to get more in their bubble, maybe just cut them off, because these things do not want anything to do with the call. They just want to be with those hens. That's what you're going to get this time of the year, but I think it's time we get aggressive on these things, or maybe another one will start gobbling after a while. But it's pretty frustrating because they definitely got hens, but that's hunting. Gotta try to make something happen at this point. Just moved up the hill, just try to get up on a path and kind of work around and cover some ground. And right as we were coming up through, out of the spot where these turkeys were roosted, we found all this sign. There's dust bowls, there's feathers, there's droppings literally everywhere. I would say easily the most droppings that I've ever seen in one spot. There's some scratching over there. Another dust bowl, and there's scratches kind of everywhere through here. We're guessing the turkeys were probably roosted right around here. And right over there, there's a dead tree. It's got open limbs. And when I've hunted out west before, I've had people tell me that the turkeys really like to roost in those dead trees. At least ones with not as many pine needles and branches on them. If that's the case, that tree's probably a roost tree. I saved on my map this spot. What we're going to do is go up, cover some ground. There was another bird gobbling off in the distance this way. We're going to work towards him, kind of make a loop up there, come back, and we'll probably see if we can't either hopefully strike something up right in this area, or just come in here and set up for a few hours, late morning. We just moved a little bit from where we saw that sign, maybe 150 yards. I just called and they gobbled right down here. Maybe less than 100, I'd say. Gotta be those turkeys that we were on this morning. Yeah. It's just like, you know, like
either they've got hens or they're screwball birds.
Yeah.
Like either they're going to break away from their hens and we're going to kill one, or we just need to get real aggressive and either kill one or mess them up and move on.
Yeah. I'm gonna fire off a warning shot towards them. Hey, we're getting crazy. Yeah, let's try to cut these things off, because I just don't ever feel like we're, you know, being behind them, we're doing any good. Just keep going.
Yep, keep looping around.
Alright, the plan is we're officially going to make these things fly or going to make them die. We called and the things gobbled like 70 yards from us, maybe. We sat down, nothing happened. We moved up to where they were. I'd pretty much given up thinking they saw us. And then I called again and they gobbled out in front of us another 100 yards. So Greg and I are just going to try to plow these things over, more or less. There's obviously something going wrong, whether it's they've got hens with them and the hens just are taking them directly away from the calling, or they've just been called to and they're leery of it. It's hard to say. But either way, we're going to make them figure out what's going on today.
Fly or die.
Fly. Just crawl up to this tree and I'll glass down in there. If they're not going to go
There they are.
Where?
100 yards.
On the point or in the valley?
To your right, to your right. Up on top.
Oh yeah, do they see us?
They're just walking away. Strut. I see the second one. He's
to the right.
He's right behind the strutter.
He's seen.
Yeah.
The other one is to the right. Last I saw, yeah, he's to the right. be our chance just to basically get to right where they were. I don't see that other one either. It looked like he was kind of going to the left as well. And if that other one just dropped over, we can go straight at him and use that little bush that he was kind of going around to get right up to the edge and pop over. I feel like we probably ought to do it now, though, before they get another 80 yards away. He's literally right here, right here, right here. Did you see one? Yeah, he's right here, 20 yards, like the solid tip of his van. As soon as he goes to the left of that tree, I'm going to shoot him. Gosh, he's right there. I can't see him though. I mean, I know if we get to that tree, we can get him. But he's so close to it, he's like 10 yards from it. I think we can try to get up there. I don't hear him. But he was like, I mean, he was inside of 20 yards from us. Could have darn near grabbed him by the neck.
There's still another one over there.
I just want to make sure that I missed. I don't want to shoot again. You know. Dang it. Well, we got in range, for sure. I should have looked more over there. I thought I heard something before we got up here.
I mean, they were 15 yards.
Dang it. I looked over there, man. Well, we made him run. Alright, I'm gonna go down there and make sure. What happened was I got over to the right, and when I stood up, one of them saw me. I got the gun up, and then I remembered like really settling it, and I shot, and I definitely missed the turkey at this point. It confirmed because I found where the pattern hit down here. Definitely hit this limb quite a bit, and then the pattern. hit right here. And I've looked a lot. I don't see any blood or anything, so I walked up through here. I didn't see any blood or anything. And I walked all around through here. I feel pretty confident that he was missed, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, seeing that now.
I'm sure what happened is I just got flustered and was following him because he was walking away. And I'm sure I was following him through this spot, and then he just got too far away, and I probably just hit that. Oh well, mistakes were made. I don't know what else we would have done with those turkeys, but I guess
Nothing else you could do.
No.
3 lone toms?
3 lone toms strutting and like not gobbling on their own. They had to have been with hens this morning, but then for whatever reason. All right, I guess we go do something different now. Onward we go. It's about 11 o'clock, and we started coming down this path, just easing our way down through here, calling. Been seeing sign in this general area. We're not too far from where we just missed that turkey earlier. We got down in the saddle. We started calling down in that bottom of turkeys gobbling pretty far off, but there's an opening down there between 2 ridges that have pines on them. I'm guessing that's where he's at, so we're gonna just play this ridge out, get as close as possible. He gobbled quick 2 times right to our calls, so just keep easing towards him, keeping him gobbling, knowing where he's at, and get set up. This is the time of the day where this works.
There he was.
Way out there.
Way out there.
We hear that way up there. Should we just keep going? I think that road goes back to our car.
Yeah, well, we gotta get back there at some point.
Right.
Might as well be chasing a turkey.
Yep. We're getting close.
Yeah.
Now. Might be right up there by the dang road. He might be between the road and the pines and the road. I think if we get to the edge of those pines right here in front of us, we might be able to do it. I just don't know that we can get there. I mean, he's so close to that little hole, I'm worried about going up there. Back off.
Geared up.
Yep. straight to him?
I think so. I think that's
That
thick enough.
All right.
Then we can go right at him.
Let's try it. Let's just keep crawling, I guess. Right, it's easier to swing to the left. Okay. I think I can actually hear him drumming now.
I don't know if we can move again anywhere. I mean, he's close.
Yeah, he's real close. It's funny to think about. Yeah. At the end of all this, we're either going to have got him or we won't have. For your truth. Gets him fired up, though. Basically just stay low and just crawl all the way across there.
I don't think we're going to kill him right here.
I don't either, not at this point. I don't see him, so
okay.
Say we're probably fine to like half crouch. Do you think we can crawl to that behind?
Yeah, I mean, the grass is tall enough. I think we can crawl through a lot of this.
Yeah. Dig. Don't move. He's right there, in range. In range. Do you see him? No. Should I shoot him or no? In the open. Should I shoot him?
Forget it, it looks like he's gonna leave, kill him.
He's leaving. You're gonna go here. Hold on, wait.
Kill him if you have to. I can't see him.
Got him, Peter. Yeah, buddy. Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. Dude, that was insane. That was hard, man. Oh, that was hard. He was gone. I just looked up, and right as we were getting set, he was looking to boogie. And dude, I shot that thing like yes. Dude.
That's a hard-earned turkey. That's a hard-earned turkey.
That was fun as heck. It's not, your conventional turkey hunt. But I'm shaking my butt off still. Oh my goodness. What happened was he went to the right, and he took like 2 steps back. He went over here, and I lost him because our tree's down there, and I lost him behind this branch. And he stood right here, and then he went back, and that's when I was like, wait, because I just was freaking out. And he just came to right here and just put his head up, and I was like, I got a shot at that. You guys know how it goes, like sometimes the turkey just won't come to you. Greg and I said, like, we could sit here, but he's not coming to us. He's probably getting leery of the hen calling at the same place. And what saved us, I guess, to keep him from like moving a long way is that we kept moving around here. If you look around, there's a lot of young pine and juniper in here, and we knew he couldn't see very far, so we just kept making moves. I mean, you guys saw how much crawling we've been doing. He can't see very far through here, but that allowed us to get us close to him, but we couldn't get him to pop around. Never one time did we ever see this turkey until just right there. Dude, thanks for crawling around with me. When you run around on public land and you get this close to turkeys, at some point you got to pull the trigger, and I'm happy to have pulled the trigger and actually have some success. 2 shots in one day, that's definitely a first. Like, no doubt a first. And when I pulled it, I was like, you better be on, boy. Well, Merriam's. Oh yeah, look at those spurs. Dude, these things are so pretty. Yes. Good deal. Well, I think I'm gonna go get my hat. It's broods.
Beautiful birds. Yeah.
I like how black they are. Like, that's the one thing that I always forget about until I see one. Like, from a distance, they look really black, where an Eastern and even a Rio just looks brown. From a distance, these guys look pretty dark. Kind of looks like a little black bear from a distance. Tagged up. That's awesome. I got in here and I remember setting the GoPro up or whatever, and through this branch, I looked up and I could see him. And now in hindsight, Greg was on this side of this tree. Definitely couldn't see him. And he cut through that opening that I eventually shot through. And when he cut through that, he got behind some of the stuff that made Greg not able to see him. So I just went like this and somehow got over here, and he started to cut back. And now you see that pine up there, that's the pine that he went down by. So I just shot through that gap, just got up here, and I had it settled enough that I, felt confident that I was on him, and didn't miss this time, and I'm feeling really relieved. It's part of hunting. You miss some, and I guess if there's one lesson from the day, just cut your losses and keep going, because you never know. If you get mad and then quit,
then you're probably not going to get another chance. But if you keep going, you never know. You might shoot twice in one day.
Think you got him fooled?
Oh yeah, we got them fooled at least to this point, and they're never going to know this.
Oh! Maybe Sam can take you tomorrow. He seems to know how to kill birds.
So does Sean.
What?
Yeah. Say yo. Got one.
Yeah, buddy.
This is
Got
really,
one.
this is really gonna piss you off, but my buddy Phil Conkey finally showed up. He rolled in at 2:30. We sent him over where he had roosted birds last night. Walked in, called one in, and killed it, and was done by 3:30.
Pretty good. There's a couple of birds where I was hunting at, Zach. If you want me to go out there with you tomorrow.
Oh yeah!
Oh
I
gosh!
told you. Knew there had to be a happy photo.
Awesome.
Dude! That bird is awesome.
You guys both come out limping. I thought you
No,
guys.
that's no joke. That's not
We've been limping.
That was not part of the show.
Physical.
Dude,
Activity.
congratulations. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Well done.
Here's the beauty of this. The rules are that there's no rules. So
Measure them up.
yeah.
What's an average
Last
bird?
year, 47 was the
47
magic
or
number.
48, and this guy falls directly into that category.
2x4?
2x4.
Nice.
He's 48 and a half.
That a baby.
That might be my longest turkey, actually.
This is my longest turkey.
All right. A lot of 46s.
I know there's no rules, but that snoot almost seems kind of cheap.
No, man.
Right?
That's the funnest part of it.
You guys didn't know, but I actually tied a rope around that and hung him up by his snoot
You
to
just drug him
stretch it
back by
out.
the snoot?
So that I could get a good measurement.
49 in that case. 4-footer. 2x4.
That's a 4-footer, huh?
Right on the money.
Missed me by half inch. I told you that's what was long.
How about that? Nice.
A couple of 2x4s in camp.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Missed one.
Thought I missed this one.
That's
I got him.
Got him.
You got huge
Nice work, Ted.
Awesome.
What the heck?
Oh my.
Look at this. That's got some hooks.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Look at the curve to him.
Dude.
I missed one too and then got one.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah,
No way.
we're done.
Oh my god.
We're out of tags.
I mean,
I mean,
It sucks, but
it really sucks actually.